Hello learners, I welcome you all to the third segment of lecture 34. So we're discussing Marin Ungalev and Reinhard Ungalev versus Costa Rica case. In the first segment, we looked at the factual matrix of the case. I'm sure it must be a little lengthy video compared to other segments. And in the second segment, we looked at one of the merits of this particular case, that was whether there was a violation of umbrella clause of Costa Rica Germany BIT. So in this segment, we are looking at one other issue, that was the issue relating to expropriation. So here the claimant stated that their investment, that is phase 1 property as well as phase 2 property, were expropriated by Costa Rica. So the tribunal essentially had to decide whether there was an expropriation or not. So the first thing that they looked at was they actually divided the question into, they first looked at whether the 75 meter strip was expropriated, whether the remainder of phase 2 property was expropriated, whether phase 1 property was expropriated. This was the order that the tribunal followed. But we know that Costa Rica and the claimants are fighting with regard to one thing, that is whether the 75 meter strip, does it fall within the boundaries of the park or not. I have highlighted it while talking about the factual matrix of this case also. So the tribunal essentially had to decide whether it falls within or whether it falls outside. So primarily, if we look at the very first instrument, that is the 1991 decree, that included the 75 meter strip also, but it is the 95 National Park Law that did not include the 75 meter strip because they have used the word C word, and then Costa Rica said that was a technical error and that was correct. The Attorney General had issued a clarification by saying that it is actually not C word, it means land word and not C word. And then we could also see the Supreme Court also, Constitutional Division of the court also saying that it is actually land word. So then the tribunal settled this the contest or the debate between Costa Rica and the claimants, and authoritatively held that the 75 meter is within the boundaries because the clarification had already come and the 1991 decree also includes it. Okay, so now that it was decided that the 75 meter strip is something that is included within the boundaries, was it expropriated? We had already seen a Supreme Court decision. Supreme Court decision itself stated that the 75 meter is within the park boundaries and that has to be expropriated and compensation had to be paid to Marin Ungalev. It cannot, Costa Rica cannot keep on delaying it for years and years. So that was there. So it was easy for the tribunal also to hold that the 75 meter strip that was of the phase 2 property that was within the boundaries of the park, National Marine Park, La Bula's National Marine Park, was expropriated, but compensation was not paid. That is with regard to that. That is how it decided that 75 meter strip was expropriated. But what about the rest of phase 2 property? Was that also expropriated? So here again, we do see resolution 375 that stated that all the properties, all the land surrounding the national park will also be expropriated. This resolution was passed by Ministry of Environment and Energy, but immediately they also revoked it. So the tribunal stated that even when resolution 375 attempted to expropriate the rest of the phase 2 property, that was only temporary and ephemeral because immediately it was revoked. So that does not amount to expropriation. So with regard to the remainder of the phase 2 property, the tribunal held there was no expropriation. But the claimants also stated that there was suspension of environmental impact assessment, the review of that environmental impact assessment. So that also amounts to expropriation. But then the suspension of environmental impact assessment was something that was done pursuant to court orders or pursuant to orders from the ministry and all of that. And then Setana also, Costa Rica also raised an objection that Marin Ungalev had actually included the 75 meter strip within that environmental study that was conducted. So if she wanted, she could have submitted a new study without the 75 meter strip, but she did not do so. So therefore, with regard to the suspension of permits or environmental review was something that the tribunal did not rule in favor of the claimants, because Mary Nungalim, if she wanted an expedited environmental impact assessment, she could have submitted a modified study as well, leaving out the 75-meter strip, but she did not do so. Okay. What about expropriation of phase 1 property? Then claimant alleged there was expropriation of phase 1 property. They referred to the Supreme Court decision which stated, which spoke about the park buffer as well. So then they stated that this is something that amounts to expropriation. But then the tribunal looked at the facts of the case. Yes, there was a very adverse Supreme Court decision relating to phase 1 property. But immediately that was resolved by October 2009. Remember, the study was actually completed in October 2009. Supreme Court, while asking the Costa Rican authorities to look at park boundary, park buffer, as well as to conduct a study, the study actually stated that there is no requirement for expropriating properties from the buffer zone. The study concluded that, right? So by October 2009, the problem was over. Whatever problem had created because of the Supreme Court decision, and problem is over by October 2009. So the tribunal concluded that, so this was also temporary. By October 2009, the owners of the lots in the phase 1 property, they were free to use, they were free to sell, they could do anything that they want. So therefore, that does not amount to expropriation of phase 1 property. So with regard to expropriation, what we see here is, yes, the tribunal found an expropriation of 75-meter strip that fell within the location of the park boundaries, but with regard to other questions, the remainder of phase 2 property or phase 1 property, the tribunal held that there was no expropriation. Right. So with this, I conclude the third segment. In the fourth segment, we will look at the decision of the tribunal with regard to fair and equitable treatment. Thank you.